about to get ugly.
It's about to get real ugly and not for me.
Welcome back to Sella Tycoon. Rumor has it that Claressa Shields and Remy Ma are not playing because they have some serious unfinished business. This isn't just back and forth on social media. She actually showed up in person, ready to handle things face to face. The tea is always hot, and the drama never stops here. Today, we're gearing up for a full-scale showdown. Getting straight to the point is the goal. Everyone who has been following this situation knows that the drama between Remy Ma, Papoose, and Claressa Shields has been building like a summer barbecue, and it looks like Remy is having a hard time keeping up. Off the ropes, the boxing champion is proving just how fierce of a competitor she really is. A few days ago, Remy realized that Papoose had officially moved on, and she took to the internet to vent about him and his new girlfriend. I swear, she did not hold back. She publicly expressed her frustration over the new relationship and even hinted that she might be ready to throw hands. However, things took a turn when Papoose's new girl, the undefeated, entered the mix. When rumors surfaced last year that Remy Ma had cheated on Papoose, the champion herself, Miss Claressa Shields, who never backs down, clapped back. This sent a clear message to Remy. Watch what you say before you get caught up. And trust me, she meant every word. Now, if you arrive late to the party and you're still trying to catch up, don't worry, I've got you covered. Let's take a quick look back.
I want to know what really gets on my nerves, that grinds my gears. Grinds them so bad. Is that when y'all think I give a listen to me. I do not give a about so much. And then it kills me when y'all think that because I respond, I give a I don't give a I be bored responding, needing something to do. I done worked out 2 hours straight. The rest of my day is free. I'm on an all fruit damn detox. I don't give a I'm bored. Don't ever think that because I responded to you that I care, because I don't give a fuck about you, about her, about him. I don't give a about nothing. That's the truth. That's the truth.
Since Remy truly betrayed Papoose after everything he had done for her, shocking many, let's discuss this betrayal today. Given that he married her while she was still incarcerated, stayed loyal for 6 long years while she was confined, and never got caught up in any scandals or distractions, what made her turn against him? Supporters were confused because, yes, this is the same woman who constantly portrayed Papoose as the perfect husband, the ideal father, and a man who could do no wrong. Yet suddenly, she couldn't even acknowledge him on a day dedicated to celebrating great fathers. That was the first red flag. Remy didn't even send Papoose a simple Father's Day message. After years of loyalty, after being a father who raised a daughter and never once abandoned her, she acted like he didn't exist. Papoose caught on to the signs quickly. Instead of waiting for Remy, he wished himself a happy Father's Day. That was the real dagger. A man who had waited 6 years for his so-called queen was now being pushed aside, and once things started spiraling, he shared a family photo without Remy in it and wrote, "Family is everything." Meanwhile, Remy is setting the internet on fire with talk about Papoose's new girlfriend, Claressa Shields, and she's acting like she's ready to fight. She's openly accusing the undefeated boxing champion of sneaking behind her back with Papoose.
Literally, fuck boxer. I'm a trained killer. So it'll be like, they be talking about this girl, and it's like, I don't do no 30-second fights. 30 seconds? I'm gonna wear your ass out. Listen, you give me 3 minutes with any of them girls, it's gonna be bad. Two minutes is gonna be bad. That's why I'd be like, what the hell they be talking about?
She said, you ain't have a fight in recent times. You're really not ready for this work. She said, it's natural. She don't have to. It's not even like talking about fighting. Sometimes people be needing hands put on them. You know? And I love boxing. It's one of my favorite sports.
Her man wanna take me to dinner. I call him, what's the name? I don't even remember.
Who? Did anybody take you up on 100K?
Come on, man.
how much money would it take for you to jump in the ring with Remy Ma? Just want to know.
At this point, the girl leaked my number.
You're correct. By revealing what she claimed were text messages exchanged between Claressa and Papoose on December 11, 2024, Remy decided to get really personal about this issue. I promise you, these were some steamy texts. The GW8 is one of the game's most feared boxers. According to Remy, she discovered the alleged messages after Papoose suddenly passed out while lying in her home and talking on the phone with Claressa. One of the messages read, "Oh, the audacity of you being married if you can't even..."
They said that Pap came home one day and was talking to Claressa Shields and fell asleep on the phone.
Yeah, so Remy exposed
how
that.
we got here was her taking this conversation and putting it online. So y'all were saying the same thing.
Yeah, so pretty much that's where we got.
But what is the receipts? Is the receipts that at the same time she's allegedly with Easy that he was with Claressa and lying about it? Is that...
Claressa had had enough of this nonsense. Remy's predicament worsened when Claressa angrily questioned why her name was even brought up in this mess. Why am I in it? Keep me out of y'all's mess. Remy was exposed by CIS for supposedly having two side guys, and since they were ready, they pushed back aggressively. However, Papoose wasn't quiet either. Oh no, he came out and made it clear that Remy was the one skulking around, and that he had turned the tables on her. She had betrayed the marriage, and he was the one who wanted it to end. If you thought he would sugarcoat things, you were wrong. I have asked for a divorce multiple times. Remy Ma is a narcissist who chose to cheat repeatedly. Now that I've finally moved on, she's playing the victim. She would rather chase clout on social media than handle this like a civilized adult. I did not want to engage in social media foolishness for the sake of my 6-year-old baby, he wrote in a cold Instagram post. For months, there have been rumors that Remy Ma and Easy the Block Captain were dating, but lately, it has started to seem more plausible because of how frequently she's been spotted with the battle rapper. As you can see, I said nothing about it at all. Let's not pretend this is the first time Remy's name has been linked to cheating allegations. This was a major doctor. People will quickly start making connections if you're constantly seen in public with someone like that. At first, everyone thought the Remy and Easy situation was just a friendly professional relationship or an industry link. But as the rumors kept spreading, people started noticing the small details, their constant presence around each other, their energy, and their subtle exchanges. Let's be honest, once people start connecting the dots, things can easily spiral out of control.
Okay, but the deed is done now. They both came public with their lovers. I'm not mad at it. And for Claressa to bring Papoose out when she was walking out for her fight, have him rap, have him perform. Like, she put on for him, he put on for her. I like that. And you could literally tell, like, when they're together, you can tell that she genuinely likes this man and that he genuinely likes her.
Yeah, that's why I said I love him. I love having his support, you know what I'm saying? His support is like very, very different from what I've had in the past, and how he speaks to me and stuff is very different. There you go. We deserve each other. But I don't know, it's not one of those things I was like, I want to keep him all to myself. I didn't really.
Papoose had been aware of their relationship for 2 years, according to Ease, not 2 months or 2 weeks. The way Ease is talking makes it sound like Papoose knew all along and kept it a secret until now. The real question is whether he was okay with it the entire time or if he was just pretending it didn't exist. Naturally, the silence wasn't maintained for long. By hinting that Ease had a married girlfriend, Rock, who is usually involved in industry rumors, chose to fuel the flames. To be honest, after Remy made a single remark, everyone's thoughts instantly turned to him, giving the accusations more legitimacy than they had previously. However, the real trouble began when Papoose went public and accused this individual directly rather than indirectly. Last Christmas, I was at home with my daughter, and this is where Remy Ma was. Now that I've moved on, she's upset. In addition to bringing receipts, Papoose shared an image that seemed to depict Remy and Ease together over the holidays, but he was careless in the caption. Last Christmas, I was at home with my daughter, and this is where Remy was. Remy was accused of spending Christmas with her side guy, despite the holiday being meant for positive vibes and family love. As you can see, I brought my daughter home with me, but she refused to believe me when I told her that we could get a divorce like grown-ups. I won't pretend that I hadn't slept with this jerk, and fabricating lies. Everyone saw this chump in the fetal position the last time I saw him. I knocked him unconscious, and Remy woke him up and spent 4 days at home with him. Papoose made sure it wasn't effortless for them to sweep this under the rug. He was done letting things slide. I shook my head, eager to lie about it once more. He had an affair with my wife. I didn't knock him out for no reason. The fact that Ease had the audacity to shake my hand as if nothing were wrong while secretly messing with my wife behind my back, that's what infuriated me more than the suspected infidelity. Remy isn't backing down either. She's coming in full force, refusing to let anyone paint her as the villain. She strongly defends herself, refutes all accusations, and calls out anyone doubting her side of the story. If you think Remy will go down easily, you're mistaken. This is a whole new level of betrayal. On social media, she has been denying the cheating allegations and going after anyone who dares to question her narrative. But don't worry, East wasn't done spilling the tea either. Oh no, he had more to say, and this one is wild. The reason she's out here shouting, "You have proof, show it," is because, let's be honest, she and Remy don't back down from a fight. But wait, Papoose was out here running a whole spying operation on his own wife. He even placed a recording device in Remy's car because he was so suspicious of her. Let that sink in. The fact that Papoose felt the need to spy on Remy after years of being loyal and loving her. That takes things to a whole new level of messy. If Ease is telling the truth, this whole situation is way more complicated than just gossip. It's a marriage that was falling apart long before the public ever knew, and an obsession with betrayal. This isn't just trust issues. This is full-on detective mode. Long before the accusations of infidelity surfaced, Papoose was keeping tabs on Remy's every move. Because let's be real, if you don't trust someone that much, the relationship was probably over before anyone even had the chance to say a word.
Newsflash. The knew a few months before our battle hit me and holler. The nigga knew already. I know he up there trying to play victim and all of that shit, but the nigga been knew. He knew 2 years ago. I ain't gonna lie. Give me don't let the cap y'all up. They been knew. He been knew. And I'm gonna tell y'all how he knew. So how he knew is that y'all that y'all think that's so thorough, he put a recording device in Remy's car. So how he knew is he was bugging her fucking car. So like that's how the nigga knew. The nigga's a weirdo. He bugged the car, and you couldn't really hear me on the other side, but you could hear her talking to me. So that's how he knew. And it's not cap. I got all the proof. So as soon as he say it's cap, I'm gonna show him all the proof. I'm just keeping $1 here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, like that. So I'm just say I was under everything that basically niggas done already split up already.
That man, Papoose, held it all together during Remy's 6-year prison sentence. And let's not overlook the long and complicated history between Remy and Papoose. Their relationship has been tested and scrutinized for years through highs and lows, scandals and loyalty tests. But nothing like this has ever happened to them. Many people find it hard to believe the claims that Remy may have betrayed him because if anyone embodied ride or die, it was Papoose. Let's not act like Easy isn't making things worse either. The betrayal feels real. Papoose waited for her, stayed faithful, married her while she was incarcerated, and supported her every step of the way when she got out. Now, even though Papoose is implying that Remy has been having affairs for years, he was always aware of her connection with Easy. To make matters worse, there are now rumors that Remy has been involved with other men in the industry, including some well-known battle rappers, so this might not be the only affair. And once again, all eyes are turning toward Papoose and Claressa Shields. Suddenly, old receipts are surfacing, especially a video of Papoose looking very comfortable on stage at one of Claressa's shows. The speculation is growing, and people are starting to wonder, was Easy the only one, or just the most obvious?
Looking real comfortable.
Champ, y'all see what's going on? It's about to get ugly.
It's about to get real ugly, and not for me.
The chemistry between Papoose and Claressa Shields is undeniable, so intense that it's hard to ignore. And because neither of them has officially addressed it, we're left playing detective. They haven't confirmed anything, but when two high-profile names like Papoose and Claressa keep showing up together, people are bound to connect the dots. You can bet the internet has been dissecting their every move. From public appearances to their flirty energy, they're both putting in a serious effort to act like nothing is going on. But with Remy spiraling over the situation, things are getting even messier. And let's not forget, Claressa is engaged, which only raises more eyebrows. So let's break this down. Was Claressa always in the picture before things with Remy fell apart? Or is she just a close friend supporting Papoose during a rough time? How long have people been side-eyeing this situation? The optics of their time together aren't doing them any favors. Some people believe they've already crossed the line and are just waiting for the right time to go public. Others insist it's strictly business. Maybe they've bonded over their shared love of boxing, or perhaps Papoose is managing her behind the scenes. But believe me, when Claressa finally clapped back at Remy Ma, it only added fuel to the fire. If you thought she was just going to sit back and take the accusations, you were dead wrong. Let's be real. When someone comes back swinging that hard, it's usually because they're more than just a bystander. Claressa didn't ignore the drama. She made a bold statement, making it clear she wasn't going to let Remy tarnish her name. But here's the key part. Her response wasn't just a defense. It felt personal. Instead of simply shutting down the rumors, Claressa went on the offensive, accusing Remy of juggling multiple men and dragging her into a mess that had nothing to do with her. The way she responded made people start clowning her supposed friendship with Papoose. Because let's be honest, why would she react with such passion if she wasn't emotionally invested? Is there more to this story than they're letting on, or is she just standing up for a friend? Before all this drama, Papoose and Remy Ma were the ultimate black love goals. Now, it feels like we're watching a real-life love triangle unfold in real time. Once upon a time, Papoose and Remy had a bond that seemed unbreakable. But Claressa, she's standing her ground, refusing to let Remy play her. And what does that tell us? That this situation is 10 times messier than just a simple friendship. Their love story was something people admired, a tale of loyalty, commitment, and perseverance. They had moments that made fans believe true love was real. Think about it. When Remy went to prison in 2008, most people thought that was the end of the road. But Papoose? He refused to let go. He married her while she was locked up. Now that's commitment. While most men would have moved on, Papoose made sure the world knew he was waiting. He stayed down for her when she had nothing. He kept her name alive when she couldn't do it herself. He visited, he wrote letters, he never wavered, even when there was no end in sight. That's why their love story became one of hip-hop's most legendary romances. Because let's be honest, how many people would really wait 6 years for someone behind bars? That kind of devotion is rare, and it's why they were seen as the definition of ride or die. Fans lived for their reunion. It was straight out of a movie. The moment Remy finally walked through those prison gates, Papoose was right there, arms open, ready to pick up where they left off. For a while, it seemed like they could withstand anything. But now, everything is crumbling. So the question remains, is Claressa just a friend supporting Papoose through heartbreak, or has she been part of the picture for longer than we thought? And with Remy going off online, is she truly the victim, or is she just mad that the tables have turned? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this situation is getting wild.
After all these years, that Remy Ma and Papoose finally done called it quits. That man got sick of her. Like, ma'am, I sat here all this time and waited on you as a man. Because, you know, that's what women do. That's what women would wait on you. But a man, after you got sentenced, matter of fact, before you even got sentenced, men move on. And they be having about 5, 6, 7, 10 women lined up quick. But this man waited on you while you was locked up. They wouldn't let you out. And I'm talking about he got him a little thunder. Sis is young, pretty. She got her own thing going on, so it ain't like it's one of these little fans or nothing, baby. You up against something. Yeah. And you hurt. Now, you probably was the one in the relationship that was the abusive one. You probably was mental abuse. That man probably was real chill mode. You probably did him real dirty behind closed doors. And he stuck in the paint and stayed with you while you did him dirty. But now it's over with, baby. Karma is something else. Yeah, karma. Matter of fact, it ain't even karma. It's just that man know his worth and he leaving you where you stand at. Back there. Yeah, ain't no more us. Baby, take that ring off. Take it off, baby, take it off.
The chemistry between Papoose and Claressa Shields is too intense to ignore, even though they haven't made anything official. It's clear that this goes beyond friendship, but since neither of them has put a name to it, we're left to speculate. Let's be real, when two well-known figures like Papoose and Claressa start showing up together, people will assume there's more to the story than they're letting on. So let's break it down. Is Claressa simply a close friend filling in the gaps, or is she more involved than she lets on? Things only get crazier with Remy spiraling over the situation, and the fact that Claressa is even involved has people questioning everything. What's really suspicious is how hard both Papoose and Claressa are trying to pretend that nothing's happening. You better believe the internet is on the case, dissecting every interaction, every public appearance, every moment of flirty energy, every subtle exchange. Let's be honest, the optics aren't working in their favor. People are already clowning them for how much time they've been spending together. Some are convinced they've already crossed the line and are just waiting for the right time to go public. Others argue that it's strictly business. Maybe they bonded over their shared love of the sport, or maybe Papoose is managing her behind the scenes. But trust me, when Claressa finally clapped back at Remy Ma, the fire got even hotter. If you thought she was going to sit back and let the rumors run wild, you were dead wrong. Claressa went in on Remy, accusing her of juggling multiple relationships and dragging her into unnecessary drama. Sis wasn't about to let Remy play the victim. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Claressa wasn't just a passive bystander. No, her response felt personal. She wasn't just defending her reputation. She was making it very clear that she wasn't going to let Remy drag her name through the mud. And let's be real, you don't waste that much energy defending something you don't care about. So, what's the truth? Is there more to this story than they're admitting? Because the way Claressa jumped into this mess with so much fire makes it clear she's emotionally invested. Before all this chaos, Papoose and Remy Ma were the ultimate black love goals. Now, it feels like we're watching a perfect love story fall apart in real time. People looked up to Papoose and Remy. Their love story was built on loyalty, perseverance, and commitment. And if Claressa is more than just a friend, it takes the drama to a whole new level. Think about it. Back in 2008, when Remy went to prison, most people thought that was the end of their relationship. But Papoose, he held her down and even married her while she was locked up. That's a real commitment. While most men would have moved on, Papoose made sure the world knew he was waiting for Remy. He was there through her darkest moments, not just when things were good. He kept her name alive, wrote letters, visited. He never wavered, even when there was no end in sight. That's why their love story became legendary in hip-hop. Because let's be real, how many people would really wait 6 years for someone behind bars? That kind of loyalty is rare, and it's why they were seen as the definition of ride or die. Fans lived for their reunion in 2014. It was straight out of a movie. Remy stepping outside those prison gates, Papoose waiting with open arms. It was a moment that made people believe in love. And for a while, they were the perfect couple. They supported each other, built an empire together, and made their love story about more than just romance. It was about family, business, and success. One of the most defining moments in their relationship was Remy's pregnancy journey. If there was ever a time when Papoose proved his loyalty, it was then. He was there for everything, the highs, the lows, making sure she had everything she needed, both emotionally and physically. He wasn't just a loving husband, he was her rock. Fans even called him the blueprint for a devoted partner. And it didn't stop there. Papoose wasn't just her husband, he was her manager, advisor, and biggest supporter. Together, they built something powerful, showing that their love was about more than just passion. But now, it seems like everything is falling apart. The rumors, the shade, the alleged affairs, it's like watching a fairy tale turn into a scandal. For years, Papoose and Remy proved they could handle anything together. They stood by each other through every anniversary, every industry challenge. But now, with new names in the mix, their once solid foundation seems shakier than ever. The biggest shock? Papoose, the man who built his entire image around being the most loyal husband, is now caught up in his own cheating scandal. And Remy, the woman he sacrificed so much for, is being accused of doing him dirty first. It's messy, it's confusing, and nobody knows what to believe anymore. Because if Papoose and Remy couldn't stand the test of time, what hope is left for anyone else? The real question is, who's telling the truth? Who's lying? And is there any chance that this love story can be saved? Right now, it's all accusations flying back and forth, and the truth is buried under layers of drama, shade, and secrets. Drop your thoughts in the comments, because for those of us who believed in this love story, this is wild. Is there still hope for Papoose and Remy? Or is this the final chapter? Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because trust me, this drama is far from over.